Hello, this is Alejandro Hernandez, although you can call me Al if you'd like. I have to say that I was very moved by Leopold's writing. It really connected with me. I've spent a lot of time in the mountains, and I understand what he means about knowing in your heart that your mere presence will alter the environment forever. What I took away from Leopold in terms of this class is that for any real change to take place, it must be realized in people's minds and in their hearts. For me, he struck a fine balance between pragmatism and idealism. I took his comments about joining in an intellectual and emotional evolution of a land ethic to mean that we must compel people and institutions to act because sound policy will improve our quality of life in tangible ways. More importantly, because it recognizes something we can only feel in our heart, that essential link between ourselves and the environment. The title of the reading, Why Being Less Bad is No Good, was very clear to me. I work in corporate America, and I've seen the unintended consequences of well-meaning initiatives designed to reduce or lessen the impact of the private sector. Well-intended regulations and well-received corporate programs in some cases allow us to avoid the more difficult questions about core issues that will require a revamping of our way of life. I found the reference on page 63 to a quick collapse being preferable to a slow destruction analogous to the current debate about wildfire management. Some experts are calling for letting wildfires burn out naturally, which clears out combustible underbrush and allows nature to rebuild from the ashes, rather than seeking to contain the fires to limit damage to man-made structures. In the view of some experts, containing wildfires only sets up a worse situation, as the brush and grass get to grow even more before another dry summer. In regards to the questions for our group, I think the core differences in philosophy for sustainable development before and after George W. Bush, according to Ageman, are linked to a sense of responsibility. The Clinton administration, according to page 47 of the reading, spoke for a need for the United States to move towards, quote, adopting stewardship and individual responsibility as tenets, unquote. On the other hand, the Bush administration did not acknowledge the responsibility the U.S. had as the biggest polluter in the world to take actions to promote sustainable development. As far as the eco-efficiency examples cited by McDonough and Braungart, this is where the pragmatist in me comes out. As I've noted, there are examples of poorly designed initiatives that result in unfavorable outcomes. However, there are many that achieve their intended goals of reducing pollution, increasing recycling, etc. It's clear that these advances slow down the environmental impact, but they don't solve the core issues. Nonetheless, they are getting measurable results. So what is the alternative? I think there are three options. One, keep focusing on eco-efficiency and hope to sustain life longer on this planet. Two, keep rewarding eco-efficiency while at the same time looking to change the paradigm to ultimately create a sustainable environment. Or three, stop focusing on eco-efficiency altogether and direct all our energies to change the paradigm. While the third option would be ideal, realizing such dramatic change involving multiple outcomes and a large number of interested parties and subject matter experts will take time. So unless the status quo is acceptable, the second option would be my answer to that question. I look forward to getting feedback on the alternatives that I've outlined, and also to see if there are other approaches that I haven't considered. Thank you.